Okay, so you want to own a mobile phone repair business. Sounds easy, right? You rent a tiny shop, buy a few screwdrivers, replace cracked screens, and collect easy money from people who cannot live without their phones. You rent a tiny shop, buy a few screwdrivers, replace cracked screens. That is the fantasy version, but the reality is much bigger. In 2025, there are more than 7 billion smartphone users worldwide, and the global smartphone repair market is estimated to be worth over $100 billion. Every year, hundreds of millions of devices suffer broken screens, damaged batteries, water damage, or software problems. But here is the surprising part. The biggest repair businesses are not making money because fixing phones is difficult. They make money because they have mastered something else: customer trust, parts supply, speed, and volume. A screen replacement that costs you $80 in parts might sell for $200. But after rent, labor, failed repairs, warranty claims, and competition, that $120 difference can disappear quickly. Understand the gap between repair revenue and actual profit, and you understand this business. Miss it, and you could own one of the busiest repair shops in your city while barely making enough to survive. The reason this industry exists is simple. Your phone has become one of the most important objects you own. It holds your bank accounts, your photos, your work, your communication, and your identity. A person might delay buying new furniture for a year. They might drive an old car for another 5 years. But when their $1,000 smartphone stops working, they usually need a solution immediately. And that urgency creates a business opportunity. The real customer is not just someone with a broken phone. It is someone making a calculation. A customer looks at a $250 repair bill and compares it to buying a new $900 device. If repairing is cheaper and faster, they choose repair. This is why the market continues to grow. Phones are becoming more expensive. Manufacturers are increasing repair costs, and consumers are becoming more interested in extending device lifespans. Companies like Apple and Samsung Electronics have also expanded official repair programs, but independent repair shops still compete by offering lower prices, faster service, and convenience. But not every phone repair business is the same. There are several different models. The first is the traditional walk-in repair shop. This is the business most people imagine. A customer enters with a broken screen, you replace it, and they pay. A good independent shop might generate gross margins of 40% to 60% on repairs. But net profit after rent, employees, insurance, and mistakes may fall closer to 10% to 20%. The second model is a mall kiosk or high foot traffic repair counter. The advantage is customers are already there. The disadvantage is rent. A small kiosk in a busy shopping center might pay thousands of dollars every month just for location. The third model is a mobile repair service. Instead of waiting for customers, you go to them. You repair phones at homes, offices, or businesses. Lower real estate costs, but higher transportation and scheduling challenges. The fourth model is business-to-business repair. Instead of fixing one phone at a time, you handle dozens or hundreds of devices for companies, schools, or organizations. Lower profit per repair, but much more predictable volume. So how does the business actually work? The formula is simple. You buy parts, you provide skilled labor, you solve a problem quickly, and you collect money. The most important number in this business is not the repair price. It is your repair volume, because your biggest costs are fixed. Your rent stays the same. Your insurance stays the same. Your equipment costs stay the same. The difference between making $5,000 a month and $15,000 a month can simply be how many phones you repair every week. Imagine you own a small repair shop. You complete 10 repairs per day. The average customer pays $150. That is $1,500 per day in revenue. Operating 26 days per month, you generate around $39,000 in monthly sales. Now assume your parts cost 35%. That removes about $13,650. You have $25,350 left. Rent might cost $3,000. One technician might cost $5,000. Utilities, insurance, Software, marketing, and other expenses might add another $3,000. Your profit could be around $14,000 before taxes. But now imagine demand drops. Instead of 10 repairs per day, you get 5. Your revenue falls by nearly $20,000. But your rent, insurance, and ancillaries remain. That is why volume is everything. The first-time owner usually underestimates what it takes to get started. A small repair shop does not require millions of dollars, but it is not just buying tools and opening a door. You need a suitable location, business registration, insurance, supplier relationships, repair equipment, and trained technicians. A realistic 2026 startup budget might look like this. A small 500 square foot shop in a decent retail area could require $15,000 to $40,000 up front for deposits, renovations, signage, and setup. Professional repair tools might cost $2,000 to $10,000. Initial parts inventory could require $5,000 to $20,000, depending on how many models you support. Insurance, software systems, marketing, and licenses could add another $3,000 to $8,000. So a realistic starting range is somewhere between $30,000 and $80,000. But there is a hidden challenge: parts. A repair business is only as good as its supply chain. A customer does not want to hear that their phone repair will take 3 weeks because you cannot find the right screen. You need reliable suppliers, quality control, and inventory management. Another obstacle is regulation. Some cities have electronic waste rules, data privacy requirements, and consumer protection laws that affect repair businesses. You are not just replacing glass, you are handling someone's personal data. One mistake involving lost photos, leaked information, or damaged devices can destroy your reputation. Now, let's look at a realistic example. Imagine you open a 600 square foot repair store in a mid-sized American city. Your startup costs $25,000 for renovation and setup, $15,000 for tools and equipment, $15,000 inventory, $5,000 insurance and software, $10,000 marketing and emergency cash. Total, around $70,000. You attract 250 customers per month. Your average repair ticket is $140. That gives you $35,000 monthly revenue. Annual revenue, around $420,000. A successful independent shop might keep 15% to 25% net profit. That means $60,000 to $100,000 per year. Now compare that with a larger player. A company like You Breaky Fix has hundreds of locations and benefits from brand recognition, partnerships, and purchasing power. But owning one location does not mean you automatically get corporate-level profits. The biggest mistake new owners make is thinking this is a technology business. It is not. It is a customer service business. The phone is just the product. Your real advantages are speed, trust, and convenience. So should you actually own a mobile phone repair business? If you are technically skilled, good with customers, comfortable managing inventory, and willing to build a reputation slowly, this can be a strong, small business. It can start with tens of thousands of dollars instead of millions. It can scale, and demand is unlikely to disappear because people will keep breaking expensive devices. But if you think this is passive income because everyone breaks phones, you are already looking at the wrong side of the business. Competition is everywhere. Manufacturers are improving repair programs. Customers expect instant service, and one bad repair can cost you future business. The opportunity is real, but the money is not in fixing screens. The money is in building a trusted repair machine that turns broken phones into repeat customers. Because in this business, the person who fixes the phone is not always the winner. The winner is the person who earns the customer's trust before anyone else does. If you want to understand money, business, and the ideas that shape your financial future, subscribe now and join us on this journey.